Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Learn Math with Sir Mark, and on this video, I'm going to discuss ellipse and its properties. But before anything else, please don't forget to subscribe on my channel and click the bell button so that you will be notified whenever I'm going to upload a new video. So if you're ready, let's begin. Okay, so first let us define what is ellipse. An ellipse is the locus of points that moves such that the sum of its distances from two fixed points is constant. So each fixed point is called a focus or foci in plural of the ellipse. So I'm going to illustrate that. Okay. Alright. Now, imagine, so itong points na to are push pins. Okay. And then, I'm going to attach a string to the tip of the pencil. See that? Yung length ng string na to is 1.8 while the length of this string is 5.7. So for a total of 7.5. See that? Again, yung 7.5 is the sum of the length of the strings. Okay? Now look, if I'm going to press this play button here, what do you notice? Okay. So nag-change yung length ng string sa tip ng pencil to the push pin, right? Okay, but still, yung sum nung distance nila doesn't change, and that is 7.5. Okay, so once again, yung points, okay, yung curve na matitrace, okay, is what we call the ellipse. So once again, the definition of the ellipse is the locus of points that move such that the sum of its distances from two fixed points is constant. And yung 7.5 na yon, yan yung constant. See that? And then itong push pins na to are what we call the foci. Clear? Okay, so let's go back. Now, so here are some of the properties of the ellipse that that's useful, alright? So, the curve of the ellipse intersect the major axis at 2 points called the vertices, denoted as b sub 1, b sub 2. Okay, ito yung ellipse. This is the horizontal major axis. Okay? Sometime, we're going to encounter an ellipse with a vertical major axis. Okay? We're going to differentiate that later. Alright, so once again, itong b sub 1, b sub 2 are the vertices. So the length of b sub 1, b sub 2 is 2a. While the length of the semi-major axis, okay, is a. See that? Okay, the midpoint of the segment b sub 1, b sub 2 is called the center, denoted by c or hk. So for that reason, alright, okay, so yung length nito is a. Okay, next. Now, so the line segment through the center perpendicular to the major axis is called the minor axis. Kung ito yung major axis, this is our minor axis. Okay, if b sub 1 and b sub 2 denote the intersection of the ellipse and the minor axis, then we have this Pythagorean relation. A squared equals b squared plus c squared. So, wag mako-confuse dun sa usual na Pythagorean theorem na alam nyo, where c is the longest. So, take note here, ang longest natin is yung A, which is, imagine, ito yung push pin, alright? So, ito yung point, o yung tip ng pencil, okay? So, that's the reason, right? So, this is A. Okay, definitely, this is longer than this, and this minor axis, semi-minor axis. Okay? Okay, so there you go. Now, as I said earlier, there are two orientation of the ellipse. The first one is where the major axis is horizontal. So we're going to have this equation, x minus h to b squared over a squared plus y minus k to b squared over b squared equals 1. Now, in the event that the major axis is vertical, so notice mag-i-interchange lang yung denominator natin. Okay, take note, okay? So, ang longest natin lagi yung A. See that? Okay, so let's have examples. Example number 1. Determine the coordinates of the center, foci, vertices, and co-vertices of the ellipse, x minus 1 to b squared over 25 plus y plus 2 to b squared over 9 equals 1. Now, looking at the equation, this is 25, this is 9, it implies that the major axis is horizontal. Okay? So, Now, so it will be better if somehow mag-sketch tayo ng ellipse, okay? So like this. But take note, this is not the actual graph of the ellipse. Okay. Para ma-visualize lang natin. Okay, now, so makukuha natin agad yung center. Like in circle and parabola, diba? So what we do here is just to reverse the sign of H and K here. Oh, I mean, this is this one, right? This coordinates. So therefore, ang center ko dyan, so reverse the sign, that will be 1, negative 2. See that? Okay. Now, also, so from 25 na to, that is our A squared. Alright, that's 25. While yung 9, that is our B squared. So it follows, yung A natin is 5. Alright, B is 3. Okay, and clearly, by Pythagorean relation, our C here is 4. Okay, now, anong ibig sabihin ng mga yan? Okay, take note, yung distance from center to focus, this is C. Okay? Dun sa Pythagorean relation. Alright? While yung distance from the center to one of the vertex, that's A. Then yung distance from the center to one of the co-vertex is B. See that? Okay, so suppose, no, kunyari ito yung center ko. So that is 1, negative 2. Okay, horizontal major axis, so meaning ang focus ko nandito. Alright, kunyari lang. This is my second focus. This is my vertex and another vertex. Okay, unahin ko yung focus. Take note, yung focus ko is C units. Okay, that's 4 units to the right of the center. Right? So, kung 4 units yan, meaning to say, mag-a-add ako ng 4 kay X ni center. So, that's 1. So, 1 plus 4. So, therefore, the coordinates of this focus is 5. So, that's 1 plus 4. Okay? 5, negative 2. So, hindi mababago yung sign ng Y. Okay. Similarly, so, yung focus ko dito, if this is 4 units din to. See that? So, 1 minus 4, that's negative 3. Again, hindi mababago yung coordinates ng Y. See that? Okay, next. A is 5 units. Okay, so kung 4 units yan, so therefore, ito, from the center to the vertex, so that's 5 units. So, 1 na lang yan. Tama? Okay. Alright, so therefore, mag-a-add ako ng 5 kay X ni center. So, 1 plus 5, so that is 6, negative 2. Okay, 1 minus 5, that's negative 4, negative 2. Again, hindi na bago yung sign ni Y. Okay, next. The co-vertex is 3 units above the center. So, this is 3 units. So, meaning, mag-a-add ako ng 3 kay Y ni center. So, meaning to say, I'm not going to change the abscissa. Okay? Hindi ba babago yung X mo dyan? So, negative 2 plus 3, that's 1. Alright? Next. So, similarly, so dito naman, so again, hindi mababago yung X. Okay, but you have to subtract 3 kay negative 2. So, negative 2 minus 3, that is negative 5. There you go. See that? Okay, so meron na akong center. Alright? Meron na akong focus. That's 5, negative 2, negative 3, negative 2. Then, meron na akong vertices. 6, negative 2, negative 4, negative 2. And lastly, the co-vertices. 1, 1, 1, negative 5. Clear? Okay, so let's solve number 2. Now, like what we did in the previous problem, so observe natin yung equation. So notice, mas malaki yung denominator ng y squared kaysa kay x squared. Right? So it implies, ang ellipse natin, ang orientation niya, vertical yung, okay, yung major axis, as shown. See that? Okay. Now, so here, again, yung a squared natin, that's 169. Alright? While our b squared is 144. And getting the square root of both, so I'll have a equals 13. My b is 12, since the square root of 144 is 12. Okay? So by Pythagorean theorem, okay, Pythagorean relation, So, yung 5, 12, 13 is Pythagorean triple. So, therefore, C is 5. See that? Then, makukuha na agad yung center. So, like what we did in the previous, so, change the sign. So, negative 3. So, eto, walang problem. So, it's just 0. So, meron na akong center. That's negative 3, 0. Okay, kunyari, ito yung negative 3, 0 ko. Alright, so this is my center. Alright, so negative 3, 0. Okay. Next. So, take note, vertical major axis. So, meaning yung focus ko somewhere here. Okay, kunyari nandito. Okay. Then, nandito yung vertex. So, this is focus. Alright, this is vertex. Okay, this is the co-vertex. There you go. See that? Okay, now, so, meaning to say, mag-a-add ka ngayon ng 5 units sa Y. Kasi 5 units to, right? So, yung C. Take note, balikan natin, yung distance from center to focus, that's C. So, this is 5 units, as shown. See that? Okay, so therefore, mag-a-add ako ng 5 kay Y, or kay K, so, hindi mababago yung abscissa mo. So, 0 plus 5, that's 5. Right? Similarly, dun sa second focus natin, again, hindi mababago yung X, 0 minus 5, that's negative 5. See that? Okay, next. For the vertex, so again, hindi mababago yung X, but I'll add 13 to 0. So that's negative 3, 13. On the other hand here, mamadali lang kasi 0. So the second vertex is negative 3, negative 13. See that? Okay, now for the co-vertex, so mag-a-add ngayon ako ng 12. But this time, kay X, kay negative 3. See that? So this time, ang hindi mababago yung Y ko. Alright, so negative 3 plus 12, okay, negative 3 plus 12, that is 9. Okay, that's 9. Now, next, this time, mag-subtract naman ako ng 12. So, negative 3 minus 12, that's negative 15. See that? Negative 3 minus 12, that's negative 15. There you go. So, once again, I have the center. Alright? So, medyo maliit lang sulat. Okay? I have the center. Okay? I have the foci, negative 3, negative 5. Negative 3, 5. Alright? I have the vertex, negative 3, 13. Negative 3, negative 13. The co-vertex, 9, 0. Negative 15, 0. Clear? Okay, example number 3. Now, this time, the equation is in general form, alright? So, what we're going to do, take note, yung equation ng ellipse dapat naka-equate kay 1. So, what I'm going to do here is that, okay, so i-divide ko both sides ng 400, okay? Divide natin both sides by 400, okay? There you go. So, we know, 144, okay, 144 over 400, that's 9 over 25. So, I'm going to have 9x squared, okay, over 25, plus 225, 225 over 400, that's 9 over 16. 225 over 400, that's 9 over 16. So, 9y squared over 16. That's equal to 1. So, since equated kay 1 na yan, ellipse na yan. Okay, but take note, we can still arrange this one. Pwede kong gawin tong x squared. Okay, all over 25 over 9. Okay, then this one, y squared equals 16 over 9. Diba ganun yan? Equals 1. So, meaning to say, ang a squared ko, ang a ko na lang, right? By the way, so, this 25 over 9 is greater than this. So, therefore, horizontal major axis. So, meaning, ang A ko, that is 5/3. So, I get the square root already. Okay, kay B, get the square root of this one, that's 4/3. Right? Okay. So, meaning to say, okay, so, yung C ko ngayon, kailangan ko pala. So, ang C ko, by Pythagorean relation, once again, A squared is longer, okay, than B squared and C squared. or I mean A is greater than B and C, so I'm going to have 25 over 9 minus 16 over 9, that's 9 over 9, or 1. Okay? See that? Okay, so once again, this is my A, this is my B, and the value of C here is 1. Okay, there you go. Now, okay. So, madali na to kasi, okay, drawing ulit tayo para ma-visualize natin ang ellipse. Horizontal major axis. Lakihan ko na. Okay. Madali to in the sense kasi 0, 0 yung origin ko. Alright? 0, 0. Alright? So, my center is 0, 0. Now, yung center, yung C ko, okay? So, meaning yung distance from center to focus, okay? Take note, ang C is CF. Right? Center to focus. So, mag-add lang ako ng 1 kay X. So, therefore, 1 focus is 1, 0. Again, bakit dito ako nag-add? Horizontal major axis. Because A is greater than B. Alright? So, add ako ng 1, subtract ako ng 1. So, therefore, the second focus is negative 1, 0. See that? Okay. So, done with the foci. Vertex naman. Okay. So, this time, mag-add ako ng 5/3. Madali lang kasi 0, 0. Diba? So, meaning, yung vertex ko, so that's 5/3, 0. This one, negative 5/3, 0. See that? Okay, now for the co-vertex, so since 0, 0 yan, so add naman ako ng 4/3 kay Y. So this one will become 0, 4/3, while this one, 0, negative 4/3. There you go. Okay? Clear? Okay, once again, this is our center, 0, 0. Okay, our foci, 1, 0, and negative 1, 0. Our vertices, 5/3, 0, negative 5/3, 0, and of course, our co-vertices, 0, 4/3, 0, negative 4/3. There you go. Okay, last problem on this episode. Okay, determine the coordinates. Same instruction, center, foci, vertices, and co-vertices of this ellipse. Okay, general equation din. Kaya lang, so kung babalikan natin yung ginawa nyo sa circle and parabola, okay, we have to apply completing the square para makuha natin yung standard form. So, how are we going to do that? So, to do that, okay, pagsamahin natin yung mga terms with x. Okay? X squared plus 4x. Okay? Then, this one is 3y squared plus 6y. Then, I'm going to separate the constant. Okay? There you go. Now, so, I'm going to, syempre, okay, divide this by 2. So, that is 2 squared. So, add ako ng 4. So, nag-add ako ng 4 on the left side. I have to add 4 on the right side. See that? Okay, now, however, dito, magkakaroon tayo ng slight problem lang naman. So, be careful on this one. This is 3y squared. This is 6y. You can further factor this. Okay, so what I'm going to do, so, erase, Alright, so, erase ko yan. Okay, factor out ko na yung 3. Alright, what do I mean? Okay, so ilalabas ko yung 3. Okay, y squared. Ayusin ko yung sulat. 3y squared yan. Tapos ito, 2 na lang. See that? So again, this is 3y squared. Alright, then pag binultiply ko, that's 6y. See that? Okay, so now go back. So divide 2. Okay, 2 divided by 2 is 1. Squared mo, plus 1. Okay? Para perfect square. But take note, may 3 ako doon. So, meaning to say, pag binalik ko yan, so, you have to multiply 3 here. So, 3. So, add ka rin ng 3 dito. See that? Okay. So, from there, we can now express this as perfect squares. So, this is x plus 2 to be squared. Alright? While this one is 3, y plus 1 to be squared equals 7 minus 1. So, that's 6. There you go. Now, divide both sides by 6. So, I'm going to have x plus 2 to be squared. Okay? Over 6 plus y plus 1 to be squared over 2 equals 1. See that? Okay. So, therefore, ang a squared ko is 6, which means my a, yun lang, medyo radical yung ating a and b and c. A and b, I mean. So, ang a ko ngayon is square root of 6. Okay? So, b squared ko is 2. So, therefore, ang b ko is square root of 2. See that? Now, for my c, okay, ang c natin is square root of a squared minus b squared. That's 6 minus 2. So, which is 2. Okay, square root of 4. See that? Now, by the way, so since, again, mas malaki yung 6 kesa kay 2, which is the denominator of x plus 2 to b squared, alright, again, ang orientation natin, horizontal major axis. Okay? So, mag-drawing ulit ako ng ellipse. There you go. Alright, so like I said, nagkakaroon tayo ng radical. Okay, which is okay lang naman. Okay, now, take note, makukuha ko yung center. Alright, ang center ko ngayon is, again, reverse the sign. Okay, so ang center ko ngayon is negative 2, negative 1. Alright, ang center ko, negative 2, negative 1. Now, so since focus is 2 units, so horizontal yan, take note. Okay, mag-add ako ng 2 dito. Alright, negative 2 plus 2, 0, negative 1. Again, kay x ako nag-add because horizontal. Alright, so that's 2 units. See that? There you go. Now, for this one, so negative 2 minus 2, so that is negative 4, negative 1. See that? Done. I have the center, I have the foci, vertices naman. Now, actually, okay lang naman kung radical. So, meaning to say, so mag-add lang ako ng square root of 6 kay negative 2. And you cannot combine it. As is na lang yon. Alright? So, ano ibig ko sabihin? So, yung vertex ko dito, so, negative 2, okay, plus square root of 6. Okay? You're not going to change y. So, that's negative 1. See that? On the other hand, yung point ko dito, yung vertex ko dyan, has a coordinates of negative 2 minus square root of 6, negative 1. See that? Now, for the co-vertex, alright, so negative 2. Okay, so same with dito, negative 2. Hindi mababago yung x. Kay y naman ako mag-a-add ng square root of 2. Okay, so therefore, that is negative 1 plus square root of 2. Then, here, negative 1 minus square root of 2. There you go. See that? We're done. We have the center, negative 2, negative 1. We have the foci, 0, negative 1, negative 4, negative 1. The vertices, negative 2 plus minus square root of 6, negative 1. And of course, the co-vertex, negative 2, negative 1 plus minus square root of 2. Okay. So, that's it. So, I hope you learned something on this video. I'm going to see you next time. Keep safe.